Hey Bits and Bytes, this is Kakujo. It's time for another one of those Hey Bits and Bytes, this is Kakujo. It's time for another one of those Patreon Q&A things. Yeah, people ask questions. I answer them. Ugh. The first questions come from Wolfie. Actually, this is a multi-part. It's one of those you're on a beach kind of things. He says, you have awoken on a beach connected to an island. You know not why. Is there anyone with you? Okay, let's answer this bit by bit. Is there anyone with you? I guess I'll just read it all at once. Are there any tools nearby? Is the island inhabited? And if so, are they friendly? In the sand you find a ring. Put it on, keep it later, or has it filled you with unreasoning disgust and you cast it into the ocean? Are these references? This feels rather D&D-ish, but let's pick this apart little bit by little bit. Alright, so, are there any tools nearby? There's my 3DS. There's no charger, though. Is the island inhabited, and if so, are they friendly? Find Nintendo, but they won't give me a charger. In the sand you find a ring. Put it on, keep it for later, or has it filled you with unreasoning disgust and you cast it into the ocean? Okay, so I put on the ring, and suddenly Iwata is tracking me because the ring has the tracking stuff in it. I'm sorry. Okay, no. Okay, so Iwata finds me, and he's like, get off of my island. Then I have to pay him 30% of 40% of the island. This fell apart really fast. Okay, let's have me say something that's not to do with being annoyed at Nintendo lately. I find a shovel. It's inhabited by Zorak people, you know, from Space Ghost the Mantis. I find a ring, I put it on, and I become a mantis. That's where the mantis is come from. They're not friendly, I mean the Zorak. Okay, and we have one last question. From Lave Lane. Favorite Pokemon fusion? He's referring to this, if you Google it, just Google Pokemon Fusion, it's like the first result. It's like you can choose one Pokemon and then another. And I want to say the first Pokemon is the body, the second's the face, or could be, no wait. No, the first Pokemon's the face. One of my favorites is Venomelion. I hate moths, but he just looks ridiculous. And also anything mixed with Mr. Mime as the first one. Mr. Tops, Mr. Trays, is just, it's good. Like, Mr. Tops just on any, like, I wish Mr. Mime were like a Ditto, and he could just slap his face on anything. Anything! Even items! So that's all the Patreon questions for this month. It's kind of sparse, so I'll read the occasional question that pops up in the comments on these videos. It's okay to ask questions in the comments if you want. Like, I won't answer all of them, but, like, I'm not gonna be like, nope, you gotta pay me money. So, alright, here we go. There's one from... This is a couple Q&As ago. Douglas Ultramari says, about singing, this was a question related to a question that was asked on that video. Did you ever try singing Vocaloid or Utaite songs? Yeah, but a lot of them are, you know, they're written to where, like, you can't as a human sing them. Like, there's no places for breaths, especially a lot of the Miku songs, like... And... Yeah, like, I've tried. One of my favorite Vocaloid songs is, I forget the Japanese title for it, but The Lost One's Weeping, the one about school and how the current education system stamps out people's dreams, especially in Japan. I like the song and the subject of the song. But, yeah, I've tried. It just doesn't really work out. I'd have to have, like, an intense mastery of the Japanese language. Like, I can spit out English really fast, but Japanese I have to really think about it, and it's not muscle memory like it used to be for me. And then I did answer this question in the last Q&A video in the comments. This one's from Kebop. He asks in reference to my answer where someone said, you know, what would be my superpower? I said French fry and curry vision. He asked what kind of French fry? McDonald's, Burger King, steak fries, Wendy's, or just deep fried potatoes? I hate McDonald's fries. They're good for like the first 10, and then suddenly you got this distinct taste like you've got wax lining like all in the creases of your mouth, and it just makes you feel like you're stuffed with sawdust. It's just... I'm not a natural, organic type of person, but that is hardly food. I actually found out recently that McDonald's used to be a lot better. Like, older people who you know, talked about how back in the day, McDonald's actually made their stuff out of real food. And that sucks. Recently I saw them try to be like, hey, come get our 100% sirloin beef burger. Too late! McDonald's! Wendy's beat you to it. Wendy's patties are 100% beef all the time, and the French fries are delicious. My favorite French fry is Wendy's fries. I love Wendy's. There's one nearby, and it's dangerous. Before I go, everyone, thanks for watching. If you want to ask these questions, do so over on patreon.com/Kakujomics. You know, you contribute like $1 or more per month to keep me doing what I'm doing, and then in return you also get little rewards and stuff, and you know, one of them is asking these questions. But that's all for now. Until next Q&A vid, see you then.